The early birds are staggering out of their $90 breakfasts. The media gathering Steve Power, the organizational voice behind the Brisbane Truck Show, is handing out awards to the various winners in different categories. The Mercedes-Benz Actros brings home the gold for the heavy-duty truck of the show, against stiff competition from the opposition, with the Kenworth T610S trucks that carry with them a major revolutionary step in the development of the modern truck. The ranks of the transport media swell to 50 or 60, way beyond the normally less than a dozen reprobates who tell the story of Australia's road transport industry. The Brisbane Truck Show is a magnet for anyone and everyone with the slightest interest in trucks. Even though the morning entrance to the show is restricted, the crowd is swelling as the media tour continues, with each exhibitor, in turn, trotting out their new truck or innovation while journalists scribble, snap photographs or roll video. The Tatra truck is the first of the rank and, check, does a fine job of recalling the history of getting this tough off-roader from Europe into mine sites and forestry plantations in Australia and New Zealand. Roger McCarthy holds the microphone for Scania, recounts his 8 years at the head of the Swedish company in Australia, exhorts the finer points of the pre-release announcement of the new Scania S500 that will be making an entrance to Australian roads over the next year or two. The Scania stand, compared to the busy greenness of the previous Brisbane Truck Show, is minimalist and white, and again gets the informal big rigs vote for the best coffee of the show. Hino is displaying the new wide cab 500 series and the brand new show launch of the 300 series 4x4, a capable-looking little beast displayed on a pile of rocks to demonstrate its off-road potential. Iveco Strela stands tall and proud on the large Iveco stand. The ALSIIE is finding work around Australia, as the cover story elsewhere in this issue shows. The international trucks, the smaller Rigid and larger ProStar, take a very low-key role in the Iveco display, in stark contrast to last year, where the new trucks, particularly the now disappeared Lone Star, were the talk of the show. How things have changed. Mercedes-Benz's new Rigids, the twin-stack Freightliner Coronado and the refreshed line of Fuso medium-duty trucks, all shown in positive reflection of the new direction of the company, with optimistic hopes for the future and hopes of claiming a decent slice of the market cake. On the Fuso stand, great hulking sumo wrestlers battle it out on a giant screen, showing the company's return to sumo symbolism for the brand. Cummins and Eaton cuddled close together at the truck show, perhaps an indication of the upcoming joint venture, where the Eaton transmissions will be even more closely coupled to the Cummins engines as the connectivity of driveline management increases. The new XXL Volvo cab, in full Swedish blue and yellow, was impressive on the Volvo stand, as was the selection of tough-looking superliners ready for work. And of course, probably the biggest news of the show for Japanese manufactured trucks, the pre-release showing of the new Quan. Maxi Trans had a plethora of trailer innovation, bringing safety and speed to curtain setters, and improved efficiency to tippers. A lot to talk about, as we will in coming issues. Other trailer manufacturers too had interesting product on show, in particular Burns Livestock Trailers. Back against the wall at the end of the main hall, Picard shows, in red glory, the new T610 and the SAR version of the new model. Also on display, the legendary T900, built especially this year in Kenworth's Legend series, and this particular model built in commemoration of Alan Stead, for those of us who remember him, a great bloke, great advocate for the Kenworth brand, and a font of knowledge of the road transport industry for those of us who had the privilege to listen to him. DAF trucks shouted for attention in bright yellow paint jobs, but there was a definite lopsided approach of visitors towards the Kenworth side of the Picard camp. There was much more on display at the Brisbane Truck Show, much of which we will be looking at in the pages of Big Rigs over coming weeks, and certainly in more depth than this brief recap of the early hours of the truck show as we race to meet the printer's deadline. Probably the biggest bang of the show and the most outrageous event was when UD made the decision to take the new Quan out onto the Brisbane River and shower it with fireworks. While management had some trepidation, the effort was pulled off without a glitch, and the Brisbane Truck Show for 2017 was well underway. The Brisbane Show is Australia's national transport exposition.